How can I live more authentically? Oh, okay. What's the authentically? Living authentically involves the aligning your action, value, believe in your true self. Here are structure proposed to help you cultivate more authentic life. Okay, what's the authentic life? What's it? Authentic life means like that ki like basically is this thing be true for yourself. Okay, yeah. Regarding about who you are, what you are, how much good you are or how much bad you are. It's kind of like a simply acceptance of who you are and what you are, and then and and basically I don't know how do I supposed to. Okay, like okay, what is actually authentic? Okay, what is actually authentic? Okay, yeah. So how do I supposed to explain this thing? It's a kind of like a something very and okay, yeah. So like basically I'm gonna talk about regarding about the fashion so that you could understand a little bit better. All right, yeah. So I'm actually wearing this shirt, pant. By the way, it's a t-shirt and it's a kind of like a something a pant. Okay, yeah. It's a kind of like a simply one of my common clothes. Okay, I usually wear this every day. Okay, yeah, and it's kind of like a something very common, right? Yeah. But if I wear kind of like a something traditional, like a kurta, pajama, sherwani, or something like that, it kind of like a represent how authentic I am regarding about my culture. All right, yeah. Authentic represent that key a kind of like a somethingly the the kind of like a something is this thing that key a true or kind of like a something true means like that something original. Okay, yeah. Like this is kind of like something original. Like basically is this thing if I wanted to represent a Indian person according to the fashion sense, then I might gonna represent that person with a kurta pajama or something like that uh because it kind of like a represent as a Indian. Okay, yeah. Same goes with a different kind of like a country with different kind of traditional fashion stuff. All right, yeah. If if I have this kind of like a something like traditional dress like a kurta pajama, then why I'm not wearing those often? Okay, yeah. Like basically this is my authentic clothes now, like this kurta pajama, then why I'm not wearing those every day? Like why I'm actually wearing this t-shirt and pant वगैरह is because of that ki it's a kind of like a something like comfortable. Okay, yeah. This kind of like a something the kind of like a shirt and pant, it's bitterly comfortable, bitterly kind of like a something stuff that I could easily wear off, I easily wear. It's a kind of like something very cool too. Okay, yeah. And as also is this thing, this kind of like a traditional stuff is I wear when it have kind of like a something like very important time like a celebration or something like that, then I would definitely wear some sort of traditional. But in everyday period of lifetime I would wear this kind of like a something really this shirt and pant. Okay, yeah. Or t-shirt and pant. So am I not authentic regarding about my fashion? Well, yeah, that is somewhat true. I'm not really understand, like I'm not really sure about this thing, but is this thing na ki authentic represent the originality, authentic represent that ki what is actually true you are. Okay, yeah. Wearing those traditional dress represent my authenticness 10 out of 10. If I'm wearing kind of like a blazer or something like that, then my authenticness is kind of like a represent little less because of that ki I'm not kind of like a showing my originality because I am Indian and I'm actually kind of like a something Western dress because blazer and stuff like that. These are kind of like a something things are usually people wear, a Western people wear, like a US and Europe people wear. But in India, blazer is not even concept are here. All right, yeah. So this is kind of like a something stuff. Okay, yeah. So authentic is represent that originality. Okay, like what is actually your original thing and how do you pursue your original thing? Okay, yeah. So question was that ki how do I live more as authentically? Okay, yeah. Authentically means like that ki like are you understand no authentic, like I shouldn't supposed to be explain more and more regarding about authentic stuff. All right, yeah. Being original. All right, yeah. So how do I live more as authentically? Uh well, how do I live more as authentically? Well, understanding your true self, like a self reflection, identify the strength of weakness, clarity of values, embrace vulnerability, set boundaries, pursue your passion, practice mindfulness, surround yourself with a supportive people, take risk, reflect regularly, celebrate your authenticity. Okay, yeah, okay. So, okay, still, how do I? But still, I can't really understand how do I supposed to live more as authentically. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. There is a one thing that I understand little bit. Okay, yeah. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna talk about this thing. All right, yeah. What is that? Pretend. Okay, yeah. Like authentic is represent originality. Pretend represent how fake you are. Okay, yeah. Just kind of like a something in simple language. All right, yeah. Example. All right, yeah. So if some women, okay, are actually wearing this kind of like a something really, I don't know what is that dress called, one piece, yeah, one piece backless. Okay, yeah. So if she was actually wearing this high heels one piece backless dress, probably, okay, yeah. Is she authentic or is she pretend? Okay, yeah. Like basically she is also Indian too. Okay, yeah. So she is pretend, she is actually pretending regarding about her lifestyle, regarding about her wearing clothes and something like that. Okay, yeah. So she is actually pretending. Then why did she pretending? Is because of kind of like a something really that key acceptance from other. What do you mean by acceptance of other? All right, yeah. How do I supposed to explain this? It's a kind of like a something very different thing. All right, yeah. Pretend is kind of like a, why do we pretend, like why do we kind of like a wearing this backless single piece high heel dress? Why we? Is because of that ki we need a kind of like a something acceptance from the people. Okay, yeah. Like basically like she could wear kind of like a sari or something like that, which is actually represent authenticness. All right, yeah. But instead of she wearing sari, she is actually wearing this western kind of like a stuff. All right, yeah, western one piece something like that. Okay, yeah. Why does she wearing this? Is because of that ki sometime we need to blend with people, and as also sometime we need to be kind of like a something represent uh, that ki we are also part of their community. Okay, don't really understand. For example, all right, yeah. So you are in college. Okay, college have freshers party. Okay, yeah. And you went to the freshers party. All right, yeah. So how do you come, how do you supposed to portray yourself regarding about who you are, what you are? Okay, regarding about authenticity, so you could wear sari. Okay, yeah, and you could represent how authentic you are. But if you represent sari, then probably people are kind of like a looking at you very originality. Okay, yeah. Originality means like that it's a very kind of like a something very respected person shouldn't supposed to be like. Okay, yeah. It's a very difficult to understand, but not difficult, but I'm gonna try to let you understand what exactly is this stuff. And yeah. Okay, yeah. So in the freshers party there is a one female person. She's actually wearing this backless one piece high heel dress. Okay, yeah. And other woman is actually wearing this kind of like a Trumdile traditional sari. Okay, at the freshers party. All right, yeah. Both the women went to the freshers party. Okay, yeah. And basically is this thing how they will get treatment from the people. All right, yeah. So basically is this thing, it's a freshers party. Okay, it's a party, as I mentioned, it's a party. It's meant to be a celebration. Okay, yeah. And that celebration, and basically in that freshers party all the people that they gonna met is kind of like a something at the same age. Okay, at the same age, boy girl at the same age. Okay, yeah. In this particular party, okay, people usually connect with the like-minded people. Okay, yeah. Like basically why we kind of like a have party, because we actually connect with the like-minded people. Okay, yeah. Like-minded people are kind of like a something really a visual representation of like-minded people is that key. How does those people are actually wear, or how does those people are kind of like a something really exactly like you or something like that. Okay, yeah. Means like that ki in the freshers party everyone is actually expecting to be wearing this kind of like a something traditional, some, everyone is actually wearing this western kind of like a high heel or something like that. Okay, 100 out of almost like a 60% of 60 70% or 80% of the women or 80% of the female in that particular party are wearing this kind of like a something western. Why? Because of that ki everyone are actually wearing western. Okay, so that's why she was actually wearing this kind of like a stuff. In that particular situation, if you wear the sari, okay, yeah, yeah, it is kind of like a somebody represent authenticness, that is okay. But if you wear the sari on that particular party, then people might gonna look at you not like-minded people. Okay, yeah. So it kind of like a somethingly create a group between the visual representation, means like that the people who actually wearing this kind of like a one piece kind of like a stuff, western stuff, which is kind of like a look something different. The people who actually wearing this traditional stuff is kind of like a something really have a different kind of like a group. Okay, yeah. And as also the majority of kind of like a western lifestyle, so mostly people are kind of like a connect with the western lifestyle people. Okay, yeah. And very less kind of like a people are connected with the sari and stuff like that. All right, yeah. As also it is also represent that ki how cool you are. Okay, regarding about the freshers party. Okay, it also represent cool. Cool means like that. A cool means like that ki something, a term that we represent to be kind of like a something part of each other. Okay, yeah, like it's kind of like a something represent that ki like-minded people. Okay, yeah. So if we are actually wearing this kind of like a something backless one piece kind of like a western stuff, it represents she is a cool person. Yeah, she's really cool, wagera wagera wagera. But if in that particular situation, the girl who actually wearing the sari, we are not represent that girl as a cool. We actually represent with kind of like something respect. Okay, yeah. Being respectful and being cool is a kind of like something different. Being cool represent that ki a part of the group. A respect usually represent that above than us. Okay, yeah, like basically our parents should supposed to be treated respectfully. Okay, yeah. Why? Because those are the parents. They are kind of like a something above us. Okay, yeah. Like as our teacher too, like as our principal too, which kind of like a something represent above on us. So we don't really represent them a cool, we actually represent them as a very respectfully. Okay, yeah. But as a friend, like if he was my friend or she is my friend, like she is a people kind of like a represent a coolness. Okay, yeah. Like how she is cool. Okay, yeah. And that coolness and represent is kind of like a coolness and sorry, the coolness and respectable is kind of like a represent by the visual appearance usually. Okay, and in that visual appearance, the girl, she was actually wearing backless one piece western stuff is represent she is a cool. The sari and authenticness is actually represent respectable. All right, yeah. But it kind of like a depends on situation too. Okay, yeah. If there is a kind of like a something really stuff where a traditional day, okay, in that particular in the college we have traditional day. In the traditional day, everyone is actually wearing traditional like a sari, kurta, pajama. Like girls are wearing sari, boys are wearing kurta, pajama, something like that. All right, yeah. So in that particular event, everyone should supposed to be expect that ki they are actually wearing this sari and something like that. Okay, so in that particular situation, everyone should supposed to be represent authenticness regarding about their culture and stuff like that. Okay, yeah. But in that particular situation, if one girl is actually wearing this backless and high heel something like that, she's kind of like a somethingly represent little less cool and little less, like basically this thing in the freshers party, the majority of the people are actually wearing backless one piece dress, so she became cool. Okay, yeah. But in the traditional day, that girl is actually wearing this backless and something like that, she became uncool, she became kind of like a something really that it's not good. Okay, yeah. Because in the traditional day, everyone should supposed to be expect that you should supposed to be wear a traditional dress instead of western dress. But she was actually wearing this western dress in the kind of like a traditional day. So it kind of like a somethingly doing insult of the traditional day. Okay, yeah. So everyone says that ki, what the fuck that you are wearing. Okay, like everyone has a kind of like a something like negative opinion regarding about the Western dress. At least wear kind of like something like normal dress, like a instead of sari, at least wear kind of like a kurta pajama or kind of like a something like a salwar kameez. Okay, yeah, but don't really wear kind of like a something Western dress into the traditional event because it's uncool. Okay, yeah. So in that particular event, traditional event, if you wear that Western dress, then you will get the value a very uncoolness, not respectable. Okay, very uncoolness, and kind of like a something very insulting thing. Okay, yeah, like it's kind of like a something like that. Na? In traditional day, you should supposed to be wear a traditional. Okay, yeah, you shouldn't supposed to be wear a kind of like a Western stuff. Okay, and if you wear the Western, it's a kind of like a something being insult to the traditional event. So most people are kind of like a something say that ki, what the fuck that you are wearing. Okay, yeah, do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? All right, yeah, it's became uncool. It's became something that it's not good. But why this thing is not actually happening in the freshers party? Freshers party is not represent the Western dress or traditional dress. No, it actually represent to be gather on each other and being cool and being something like part gather, that's it. All right, yeah, it's not kind of like something that what kind of like a dress you should supposed to wear. Okay, yeah, in that particular situation, if you are wearing sari which is kind of like something out of the context or out of the kind of like a something like the box or out of the kind of like a something majority of the community people who actually wearing those stuff, it's kind of like a something really represent authenticness. Okay, yeah, because in the freshers party everyone is actually wearing backless but you are wearing sari. It represent how much authenticness that you have and people are treat you as very respectively because originality matters. Okay, yeah, but in the traditional day if you are wearing this kind of like a something really backless or high heel, then probably it's not even authentic. It's not even it's a completely against the law. Yeah, that means most of people are kind of like a thinking that ki she was pretending to be cool and she's not cool. Okay, yeah. So this is what it is, dude. Okay, yeah. So like why I'm kind of like a talk about this lifestyle and fashion stuff regarding about the authenticity. I don't know, like I just want to represent that ki what is actually the authenticity and what is actually the like how much it kind of like something matter. Okay, yeah, where do you supposed to wear those things? But it's just the question is not that. Now question was that ki how do you live more as kind of like something authentically. Okay, yeah, live more authentically means like that ki like being part of originality. Okay, how do you live more as authentically? Well, like basically is this thing, if you want to live more authentically then go to the village and live like that. It's kind of like a something original part of the authentic, right? Yeah, but we have to move around the world. Okay, move around the world means like that ki we have to walk with people, like we it's just like that, nah? Okay, yeah, it's this thing, if we want to be kind of like a represent that how do we authentic that we have, or like basically like forcing myself to kind of like a being authentic something like that, then I have to be change everything, like regarding about my lifestyle, regarding about what I eat, regarding about what I think, regarding about like basically everything. Okay, yeah, I have to go to the village and look like them, act like them, be part of that man and be part of like them, and basically at some certain point I will become like them, and it kind of like a represent how much authenticity that I have. Okay, right. But I'm living with this kind of like a certain community of the people which kind of like a represent like दुनिया के साथ चलना. Okay, do you understand what is दुनिया के साथ चलना? दुनिया के साथ चलना means like that कि like basically is this thing being part of this kind of like something community people who kind of like a something like being like wearing this kind of like a t-shirt and pant which kind of like represent a normalness. Okay, yeah, and if you want to showcase the authenticity then probably in that particular situation wearing some sort of sari or kurta pajama sherwani something like that, it kind of like a represent authenticness. I'm not like basically is this thing that ki I'm talking about as an Indian point of perspective. So authenticness represent our culture. Okay, yeah, like basically is this saying that ki our lifestyle and something like that. Like what kind of like something represent. Okay, yeah. But still now authenticness is not just kind of like simply wearing couple of dresses and something like that. Authenticness is also represent that ki how much we are true, or how much kind of like a something being part of original, dude. Okay, yeah, being like how much do we original that we are. And original that we are, it's a kind of like something hard to understand, but still mostly people are like I don't know. Maybe just like that, na, ki I don't really have that much information regarding about being authenticness. Okay, or how do I supposed to live more like authentic? Okay, yeah. It's a kind of like a something that depend on the person, depend on situation, depend on I don't know. Okay, yeah. Like should I supposed to be live more authentically? I don't know. Okay, yeah. Maybe it's just kind of like that. Ki this authentic word, I don't really understand that well. Okay, yeah. And this authentic word, it's I don't really understand. Okay, yeah. Because usually this authentic represent originality. And what exactly my originality is? Originality means like that. How am I? What am I? And what kind of like a something original of me? Okay, yeah. Original of me, or finding of me, or something like that. Probably I don't really understand this question properly. Okay, yeah. Because let me tell you one thing, the pointers are here are kind of like a telling that key like set a true goal, set a true value, set who you are and what you are, and act like those. I am that person now, like basically regarding about my action, I should supposed to do the things that I like. It kind of like a represent my originality, right? Yeah. And regarding about the visual appearance, then I might gonna wear kind of like some traditional stuff like that, which kind of like represent my authentically. Okay, yeah. But still is this thing that I'm not really understand this question very well. All right, yeah. At this moment, all right, yeah. So this is it. This is it. I should supposed to be quit. Okay, thank you.